Okay, where do we start? We're saying diets aren't the best way to go. Small tweaks for sustainable change.
Small daily tweaks that just swap out the bad and incorporate more good. So we want to crowd out anything that's not serving you by adding in better things. So pasta, for instance, has anywhere between 200 and 300 calories per serving, whereas zucchini noodles, why don't you start making some of these, has about 20 calories per serving.
And I'm just doing it like that.
Exactly. So you're going to make these noodles that are just like pasta noodles. They take about half the time to make, and you can incorporate it in any sauce that you like this one.
Now, look at the plate right here. The question I had for you is staying power. You know, I like my pasta. I like to store the food, have it for the next day. Different zucchini versus
different, exactly.
Pasta.
But actually, pasta has a little bit longer shelf life. Yeah. But this takes 5 minutes. I mean, if you can keep doing this.
Oh, I like it. You just want me to work while we go.
Keep doing it.
Okay, let's jump to this. What do we look for with the colors of the vegetables?
Okay, so when we're talking about vegetables, the darker the leafy green, the better for you, loaded in antioxidants, as opposed to an iceberg lettuce, has very, very, very little nutrients. So always opt, and you can swap in, you know, if you have a burger, swap in a piece, some spinach, some kale, as opposed to an iceberg lettuce here. Okay. Way more important.
I got us a good base down here. Let's talk about the rice. I hear a debate over, is there really a big nutritional difference between brown and white?
Huge. Well, first of all, white rice has very little nutrients. Okay, so you can swap in a brown rice, or I like quinoa because you get an extra plant protein boost with this, and also it's much less filling on your body. You feel much lighter, you feel much more energetic. And this can be incorporated into absolutely any recipe. So anything that calls for white rice, just swap in a brown rice or a quinoa. No change in the recipe plan at all.
Difference in fiber content between the two?
Way higher fiber content in the quinoa and also the brown rice. So it keeps you full longer.
Creams versus milk.
Okay, so this is a coconut milk. So in all soups, vegetable-based soups like cream of broccoli soup, cream of cauliflower soup, this is a butternut squash soup, I easily just swap out the cream, which is loaded in saturated fats, which does nothing for us, and add in coconut milk. It adds the same creamy consistency, and it also adds more nutrients, and that's what this is all about, is adding more nutrients into our diet.
And speaking of nutrients, when it comes to the salads, if we're going that way, one thing to avoid is?
Okay, so swap out the croutons, no problem. I mean, these are loaded in oil and butter. Just throw on some nuts, and that's the crunch factor there, but you're getting the really healthy fats that our body needs. Very easy one.
Final one?
And the final one is breadcrumbs. So when you're breading something, lots of kids like, you know, the turkey and chicken fingers, instead of like white breadcrumbs that you see here, just a brown rice and chia crunch makes all the difference for them, because they're getting their omega-3 essential fatty acids, they're getting more fiber, and it's, again, a very easy swap.
Couple quick suggestions. I want to ask you about this with the vegetables. Final question when it comes to those that are juicing. Kind of got into that last year.
Yeah, juicing is great.
How many juices a day?
If you're on a juice cleanse, or it's just incorporating, you know, I drink a green juice every single day. Sometimes at 4 o'clock, if I need some more energy, I'll take another green juice. I mean, the more greens in your diet, the better it is. The more kale, the more spinach, the more chard, the better it is. This is all the antioxidants that really, really help us clean out our bodies.
Nourish.ca is the website. Alyssa, thanks for doing it. Quick break.
Thank you.
We will wrap things up and queue up tomorrow's show.